All right, what's up? So, a lot of people have been asking me how to be motivated so that you can actually work out. And it's really simple. So, the only way to really do it is to make it a priority in your life. So, I don't think you know this, but everything that you do, everything that you're doing right now, is based on how important that you think it is. So the only reason you eat is because that's what you think is best for you. The only reason you go to sleep or watch TV or do anything is because at that time that's what you think is best for you, and projected into the future. So sometimes you don't eat because you're enjoying gaming too much. Sometimes you don't eat because you can't be bothered to get up from your TV show. Sometimes you don't go to sleep early because fuck the exam you have tomorrow. You'd rather go out with your friends. That is you making priorities. That is you deciding what is important. So for you to be able to work out, you have to make working out be the most important thing for you. Be more important than what everyone else is going to say. Be more important than how you feel at that time. Be more important than I feel like relaxing after work. If you can't do that, then you don't actually want to be in shape. You only do stuff that you actually want to do. Because here's a difference. There's a difference between wanting to do something and feeling like doing something. I talk about this in one of my webinars, and it's like sometimes you feel like having pizza, right? But you realize you don't have pizza, all the pizza places are closed, and you're like, fuck it, I don't want pizza. That's because you didn't want pizza. You felt like having pizza. The difference is it's a feeling, and feelings come and go. Whereas if you want pizza, if you want something, you'll do everything that you can to get it. Otherwise, you just felt like having something. Like if you actually want to be rich, or you want to have the perfect people in your life, or you want to look a certain way, then you'll do everything that you can to do that. But if you just think, oh, it'd be nice if I had a six pack, it would be nice if I, then you don't actually care because you're doing things. But that's not bad, because that means you're already doing things that are actually important to you. So your life is, you're already, if you don't want to work out, don't think I should work out. You only want to work out if you want to work out. In your mind, you have to make it more important than what other people say. In your mind, you have to make it more important than how you feel, like I already said, because you're making choices every single day. So how are you going to make that choice more important to you? I was actually talking to someone, a prospective client, couldn't work with her because she refused to change her beliefs, that she didn't understand that everything that you do in life is a priority, and that it's impossible to not have enough time. You cannot tell me you don't have time to work out. It's impossible. Every single person has the same amount of time in life, as in available to them in a 24-hour period. Obviously, I just, for some reason, I go to people who have less than like 3 hours left to live or something like that. But everyone has the same options and ability with their time, which means that you can't say, I don't have time. It means you have priorities in a certain order where working out can't make it into your schedule. Because instead of working out, you'd rather spend some more time relaxing. Instead of working out, you'd rather spend time with your family. You'd rather spend time on your business. And by the way, I'm not saying you should work out instead of spending time with your family. I'm saying make priorities in your life and stick to them. For me, working out and being in shape is a priority. It's something I would do all the time. Helping people with their confidence and their self-image and who they are is something I will do all the time. Being kind, being helpful, and supporting my family is something I will do all the time. And I will make time every single day to make sure I'm doing those things. Something like drinking, going out. Like, I love dancing, and sometimes I feel like dancing, but I don't make time for dancing every day in my life because it's not a priority. There's other things I have above that. There's some days where I go the whole day without eating because I'm so focused on my work. I'm not saying that's good. I'm just saying at that time, my work is so important to me that I'm like, fuck it, I'm not going to eat today. And I'm not saying that is bad, unhealthy, or whatever. I'm just saying that's how priorities work. So if you want to be motivated, don't tell me I just feel like working out. You have to actually want to work out. You don't have to hate the way you look. You have to want to get somewhere. Because for you to change things in life, usually you have to want something so badly, or you have to hate where you're at enough to motivate you. If you don't hate where you're at, then fine. You have to make sure that where you want to be is so much better. Me, I could not work out, but where I want to get to is so motivating. The moves I want to do is so motivating for me. I'm going to keep working out. Obviously, I could stop working out and I would still look like in pretty good shape, but that's not what I want, because working out isn't just like, should I work out? So I'm going to work out. It doesn't really matter. So that's what you have to do for yourself. Give yourself a goal that you actually want. And by the way, if you don't want to work out, that means you have other things that you'd rather do. So no, you're not a loser if you don't work out. I mean, You probably should. It's good for you. It's healthy. It makes you feel good. But for some people, there's other things that are just way more important. Like if food is more important than working out, fine. But then you cannot complain that you're overweight. That's just how it works. Like if people made fun of, like, obviously some people will be like, oh, you're too muscly, you try too hard. Like, I don't give a fuck. Let me be how I want to be. That's fine. And it should be the same for being fat. Like if someone makes fun of you for being overweight, then you can be like, that's cool, because I'm trying to be overweight. I'm trying to eat lots of food. Sucks for you. I get to eat loads of pizza. You have to have salads. Like if I wanted to be fat, that's how I would live. I'd be like, yeah, look at these rolls. It looks great. I love it. This is where I can keep my food for later. But that's not how people want. They want to actually feel like doing something else, but have a completely different life. And that's not how it works. Everything you do is a priority. That's your motivation. If you love what you do, that's it. Everything you do is a priority. Can you get that into your head? Everything that you're doing is based on your priorities. If you want to relax, then that means you want to relax. But then don't complain that you don't get the outcome that everyone who doesn't relax gets. Like, I cannot complain that I'm not super rich, that if I don't spend 100 hours a week working, I don't want to. I'd rather work out, I'd rather eat, I'd rather be healthy, I'd rather have good sleep. Fine. But I can't complain that I'm not rich, which I still do, and I still do work pretty hard anyways. But that's just an example. So don't complain that you're not in shape if you don't work out every day, or at least 5 times a week, or 4 times a week. I'll give you 3 times a week. Okay? Depends on your health. Don't complain that you don't have the perfect life, you don't have the perfect friends if you don't talk to anyone. Don't complain that you're shy if you never try and break out of your shell. Don't complain that you're in a bad situation if you haven't tried anything to get out of it. If you have, that's a completely different story. You might need techniques, you might have a difficult situation, you need a personal coach. Fine. But for most people, motivation, that's it. There's people in Africa that walk 20 miles for water. Would you walk 20 miles for water? No, you don't even want to drive 10 minutes to the gym. So don't complain about priorities. Probably sounds like I'm angry. I'm not angry. This is like passion and just trying to really help you understand who you are and that you're making the choices that you actually want already. You don't have to be in a horrible situation to be motivated. You have to actually just really want what you want. So this is what I also help with. Call it the 5-star life. There's things, your health, yourself as a person, your relationships, spirituality, and how you're connected with the world, and your happiness and your career and finance and money. When you understand what you want in each of those areas, like 10 out of 10, then you can work towards it. And that's what I do every day. I know exactly what I want in every area of life. Is that going to change over time? Yeah, I don't think you can make a choice that lasts a lifetime. I don't think that's possible. You change who you are every day. You change, you have periods of life. And like as a child, I wanted to be Spider-Man. Doesn't mean I have to be Spider-Man forever. I want to be a psychologist. I don't have to be a psychologist forever. Like, I want to be a coach. Do I have to be a coach forever? No. I can decide to change whenever I like. But I'm making decisions that right now, with all the information I can possibly gather, I'm going to try and make the best decision for my life. And that's what you're trying to do. So if you need to be motivated to work out, make the best decision for your life. What is it that you want? Why are you working out? When you work out, what's going to be the benefit? What are you going to do as a result of working out? You're going to be in great shape. And what else? Why do you actually want to work out? Is that going to change who you are? Do you really want it? That's your motivation. Thanks for listening.